Have you ever wondered if healthy eating really means saying goodbye to bread, pasta, or your favorite desserts forever? Many of us have been told that cutting out entire food groups is the only path to better health. But what if that's not the whole story? Imagine if the real secret to nourishing your body didn't involve strict restrictions at all. There might be a different, more balanced approach waiting to be discovered. Many people approach healthy eating with a mindset focused on restriction. Common advice urges us to cut out carbs, avoid sugar, and steer clear of fats, creating a long list of so-called bad foods to eliminate. This perspective often leads to the belief that health is achieved by what we refuse to eat, rather than what we include in our diets. The pressure to avoid these foods can be overwhelming, reinforcing the myth that true wellness is defined by constant elimination and self-denial. Diet culture often promotes an all-or-nothing mentality, where foods are labeled as strictly good or bad, and success is measured by rigid adherence to rules. This black-and-white thinking can create intense pressure to be perfect, making even small deviations feel like complete failure. When individuals attempt extreme restriction, it frequently leads to feelings of frustration and deprivation. Over time, this cycle can result in giving up entirely, reinforcing a sense of personal failure and making it harder to maintain healthy habits in the long run. When someone follows a highly restrictive diet, the body often interprets this as a sign of potential starvation. In response, hunger hormones like ghrelin increase, making cravings for high-calorie foods much stronger. This heightened sense of deprivation can lead to intense urges to eat, sometimes resulting in binge-eating episodes. Over time, these cycles of restriction and overeating can disrupt natural hunger cues and make it even harder to maintain a balanced relationship with food. The body's protective mechanisms are designed to ensure survival, but they can inadvertently make dieting more challenging. Restrictive eating can have significant social and mental health consequences. Individuals may begin to avoid social gatherings or meals with friends and family, leading to feelings of isolation and loneliness. The constant need to monitor and control food choices often creates anxiety and stress, making everyday situations like dining out feel overwhelming. Over time, these patterns can contribute to a negative self-image and increase the risk of developing more serious mental health concerns, such as depression or eating disorders. The impact extends beyond the individual, affecting relationships and overall quality of life. Energy balance refers to the relationship between the calories consumed through food and beverages and the calories burned by the body for daily activities and functions. Maintaining a healthy weight relies on achieving a balance between these two factors. Sustainable habits, such as consistent healthy eating and regular physical activity, are more effective in the long run than short-term restrictive diets. Research has shown that elimination diets, which cut out entire food groups, often lead to nutrient deficiencies and are difficult to maintain, resulting in weight regain once normal eating patterns resume. Adopting gradual, lasting changes supports overall health and helps avoid the negative consequences associated with extreme dietary restrictions. Consider the experience of Sarah, who decided to follow a strict keto diet after hearing about its rapid weight loss benefits. In the beginning, she was motivated and saw some quick results, but soon found it difficult to keep up with the rigid food restrictions. Social gatherings became stressful, and she often felt deprived of her favorite meals. Over time, Sarah began to feel exhausted and frustrated, eventually giving up the diet altogether. The weight she had lost quickly returned, leaving her feeling discouraged and questioning whether such restrictive approaches were truly sustainable. Healthy eating isn't just about restriction or elimination. Instead, it's about making intelligent choices that prioritize nutrient density, balance, and proper proportions. By focusing on what you add to your plate, such as colorful vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, you create a more nourishing and satisfying meal. The context of your overall diet matters, and including a variety of nutrient-rich foods supports long-term well-being. Ultimately, the positive additions to your meals have a greater impact than simply cutting things out. The 80-20 approach focuses on making healthy choices most of the time, while allowing for flexibility and balance. By prioritizing foods rich in fiber, protein, and essential micronutrients, you provide your body with the building blocks it needs for optimal function. Supporting gut health through these nutrients not only aids digestion, but also strengthens your immune system. Enhancing metabolic flexibility allows your body to efficiently switch between burning carbohydrates and fats, which is key for sustained energy and long-term success. Together, these strategies create a foundation for lasting wellness and improved overall health. Instead of eliminating carbohydrates from your diet, try pairing them with sources of protein and fiber. This combination helps you feel fuller for longer and supports steady energy levels throughout the day. When it comes to dessert, consider enjoying a small portion rather than cutting it out completely. Savoring treats in moderation can make healthy eating more sustainable and enjoyable. These simple adjustments encourage a balanced approach to nutrition without unnecessary restrictions. Research consistently shows that when it comes to healthy eating, sticking with a plan over time matters far more than achieving perfection. Studies of Mediterranean-style diets, which emphasize whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, reveal that flexible adherence leads to lasting benefits. Insights from blue zones, regions where people live significantly longer, highlight that residents follow balanced eating patterns rather than rigid rules. Their success is rooted in sustainable habits and consistency, not flawless execution. This evidence underscores that making steady, realistic choices is key to long-term health and longevity. Consistency in healthy habits often produces more lasting results than aiming for dietary perfection. When we focus on making balanced choices most of the time, we create a sustainable approach to nutrition. Flexible eating allows room for enjoyment and adaptation, reducing stress and guilt around food. By prioritizing steady, positive routines over rigid rules, we support both our physical health and overall well-being. A practical approach to healthier eating starts with adding before you subtract. Begin by incorporating more nutritious foods into your meals, such as prioritizing protein and fiber, which help keep you full and satisfied. Focus on eating mostly whole foods, like fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and whole grains. Allow yourself some flexibility, understanding that it's the overall pattern of your choices that matters most, not any single meal. By following these simple guidelines, you can build sustainable habits that support your well-being. Healthy eating is not about restriction or fear, but about making thoughtful choices that support your well-being. By shifting your perspective, you can see food as a source of nourishment and enjoyment, rather than something to avoid. Embrace understanding and curiosity about what works best for your body, instead of focusing on strict elimination. Remember, a balanced approach empowers you to build a positive relationship with food and to thrive in your journey toward better health. Staying informed about nutrition can empower you to make healthier choices every day. By understanding the science behind what we eat, it's easier to separate fact from fiction and adopt habits that truly benefit your well-being. If you found these insights helpful and want more practical, evidence-based nutrition guidance, consider subscribing. Join us as we continue to explore reliable information that makes healthy living accessible and relatable.